Beenleigh is a key growth suburb within the Logan area. There is major existing infrastructure centred in and around Beenleigh, as well as new projects that make it a popular area for property investors and owner-occupiers. Beenleigh has a very central location and is approximately 25 minutes from the Brisbane CBD, 35 minutes from Surfers Paradise, 35 minutes from Ipswich, and about 25 minutes to Redland Bay. This makes it an ideal central location for those looking to commute outside the Logan area. As Beenleigh has been an established town since the 1860s, with the Beenleigh Post Office opening on the 1st of August 1867, the town has very well established infrastructure and services. Beenleigh is well serviced with government departments, including branches of Centrelink, the Department of Transport and Main Roads, and the Beenleigh Magistrates Court. The suburb is a central employment area for Logan and has more than 4,900 current jobs, with manufacturing, retail trade, public administration and healthcare being significant sectors. Beenleigh is home to a number of shopping centres, including the Beenleigh Village Mall, Beenleigh Marketplace and the recently refurbished The Mall Beenleigh. Transport is well catered for, with easy access to the Pacific Motorway and the Beenleigh Railway Station providing services north to Brisbane and south to the Gold Coast. There are both public and private school options located in the suburb, as well as a number of childcare and early learning centres. In 2019, a $5.5 million expansion of the Beenleigh Aquatic Centre was opened, featuring a new indoor heated pool and aquatic play area. The Aquatic Centre is part of the Douth Park Precinct. Located on Alamine Street on the eastern edge of Beenleigh, Douth Park comprises approximately 7.9 hectares and includes AFL, aquatic, community services, cricket, restaurant and gaming and tennis. Logan City Council have developed a precinct master plan and have a long-term vision of how the site may be developed, subject to needs analysis and funding, and will identify future development potential for the site. The Beenleigh Implementation Fund was established to deliver priority projects and programs in Beenleigh, which build upon the overall objectives of the Beenleigh Town Centre Master Plan and incorporates the outcomes from the Beenleigh Summit. The fund has endorsed the delivery of 10 priority projects, which include container startup and business incubator and retail space in the Beenleigh Town Square, a targeted retail and business attraction strategy, free Wi-Fi to the Beenleigh Town Square, smart parking strategy, delivery of the Main Street streetscape and upgrades and activation, Beenleigh Town Square shade solutions, and the installation of a big screen in the town centre. The York at 96 to 98 York Street is a mixed-use precinct, which is set to inject almost $40 million into the Beenleigh economy. The project is expected to bring 140 new full-time jobs and 100 construction jobs to the area. The York features a facelift to John Lane between John and George Streets, plus the development of a new 7-storey commercial office building with 4,750 square metres of commercial space comprising 156 square metres of retail, 452 square metres of small office home office and 4,004 square metres of office, as well as 2 levels of underground car parking with 10 short-term car parks for public use. Pedestrian access to John Lane is planned to include new pavements, lighting, public art and Wi-Fi. Beenleigh is a prime area for residential development. The existing infrastructure has made it an excellent opportunity for higher density residential projects, such as townhouses and apartments. There are numerous new residential developments planned and under evaluation in and around the suburb. Across Beenleigh, there is currently more than $236 million in future development, in various stages of approval. This pipeline includes $11.55 million in infrastructure and public works, $7.9 million in retail development, $50 million in retirement and aged care across 2 projects, and $164.8 million in residential, townhouse and apartment developments, totalling more than 780 residential dwellings. Beenleigh operates under a local government infrastructure plan, which represents council's intention for the provision of trunk infrastructure based on assumptions about changing population, employment and development. Under this plan, there are a number of areas in and around the centre of Beenleigh which are zoned for higher density residential and commercial buildings. Looking at the planning maps, There are the Manila Street residential zones with building heights up to 27 metres, the centre frame and centre core zones with building heights up to 40 metres, the civic and community zone with building heights up to 60 metres, and the Bellow Street precinct with building heights up to 90 metres. This shows the Logan City Council's support of potential major developments in the Beenleigh area for both commercial and residential projects. Beenleigh could see a hospital built in the suburb in the future, with land in and around York Street and Kokoda Street zoned as integrated health. A large site has recently been put to market, which has an existing development approval for a 126-bed high care nursing home facility. Between 1995 and 2008, Beenleigh was part of the Gold Coast City Council, and in 2008 it was transferred to the Logan City Council. Beenleigh has long been identified as a key future development area in southeast Queensland. It was highlighted by the council to have great potential to emerge as a vital centre which encourages diverse economic activity and provides high quality services and facilities to a growing urban population. Beenleigh is identified as a future key metropolitan centre in southeast Queensland regional framework for growth management. Beenleigh is intended to be a major administrative and service centre for the southern Brisbane metropolitan area. On the border between Eagleby and Beenleigh is the Distillery Road Market, coined as being Australia's next food experience destination. The 17,000 square metre site is being redeveloped into a diverse range of flexible spaces for food vendors and marketeers, with the operators promising it will be a compelling destination that will celebrate the region's love of fresh produce, dining and entertainment, and bringing people together and enhancing the social fabric. Whilst Beenleigh has good employment within the suburb itself, it is also popular with commuters to Brisbane or the Gold Coast. Two key pieces of infrastructure that will make the commute in both directions easier are the Kumara Connector project and the Pacific Motorway upgrade. The new Kumara Connector, sometimes referred to as the second M1, is the future north-south road corridor that's set to run east of the Pacific Motorway between Logan, Home and Nerang. The new road will be an alternative to the M1, providing more transport capacity to support the rapidly growing residential and business communities in the northern Gold Coast and neighbouring Logan areas. Work is also being undertaken on the Pacific Motorway M1 8-mile plains to Daisy Hill, which will widen and extend the busway to improve 8 kilometres of the Pacific Motorway between the Gateway, Motorway and Watland Street. As you can see, Beenleigh really is a key area of significance for future development and investment. The current infrastructure and amenities, combined with the considerable potential for growth, will see it remain a popular spot for both investors and owner-occupiers alike. If we can assist you with further information on this or any other property-related questions, please don't hesitate to inquire below. And if you'd like to see some of the high-yielding investment property options that you can do in Beenleigh, please see one of the videos below.